Hey guys, Yuri Godard here, and this is your Bread of Life channel. Today we start with a new space in our channel that is um, stories of ministry. And I want to start by saying that I've been in ministry for over 10 years, full-time ministry. And I want to tell you a story of when I first came to South Africa. I'm from Brazil, from Rio de Janeiro, and I came to South Africa to learn English and do missions in 2012 through YWAM Youth with a Mission, the city of Worcester. So as I was looking to do ministry, there was this one Nigerian pastor, such a blessing in my life. His name is Fula, Pastor Fula. And he would go 3 times a week to give food in the communities at night. Something unheard of, especially because the community was very, very dangerous. And at night, absolutely no one from outside would come in. And I just thought to myself, I could barely speak English and I was still learning. I just thought to myself, yes, that is what I'm born for. I love this kind of ministry. I knew there was risk involved. I didn't know what to expect. And as the afternoon came by, he started cooking food to take to the community, and it was like this big pot, it was one big pot of food, and I helped him cooking and all the preparations and all those things, and then time came, and then we entered in this very old car and went to the community of Avian Park. So getting to Avian Park was a big surprise to me when I saw there was actually absolutely nothing there. It was like in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing. It was a little roof and an open field where actually more than 100 kids gathered around. As the kids gathered around, we started doing some songs with them, songs I wasn't aware of. I'm not even good with kids in the sense of, I'm not a kids pastor or anything. So, but we were there, and what I could first see, my first impression there was the need for attention. I had like 3 kids jumping on me, hugging me, wanting me to hold them, and sadly enough, just as per se, it was very cold. It was 2-3 degrees. I had a thing on my head to cover my ears, and I had a big jacket, and it was very, very cold. But those kids' clothes were completely tattered, completely torn. There were kids that only had this one little tattered shirt, and I could really see the poverty for the first time in South Africa. As we prayed with them, but something really amazing. I actually have a photo that I'm gonna put right now. You will see. I'm gonna put it there in the video with a little boy. His name is Prince Lorenzo. At the time, he told me his name is Lorenzo. He was only 5 years old, and he hugged me and he jumped on me and he wouldn't release me. He would not release me. He wanted me to hug him the whole time. I didn't notice at the time, but he had peed on himself. I only noticed later when I saw that my jacket was wet and smelly, but I didn't mind about it. I didn't mind at all. I remember as it is today, I went home thanking God that I was given the opportunity to actually be able to serve those kids. And we went around, we had a little message for them, and then food time came, and they just made this very big queue. They didn't have plates, so many of them would gather whatever they could to just put some food on and eat with their hands or how they could. We were also a very poor ministry, so we were just like there to, fill in, to help. In a crisis moment, actually the crisis moment never left. It is still there. Pastor Fula is still there. If he's watching this, blessings, man, you marked my life. So we started giving food to more than 100 kids. And I was the one serving. And I started looking at the pot. The pot was just halfway through full when we started giving, because there wasn't, a full pot of food to be given. The food started finishing, and I saw the line. The line wouldn't grow smaller. And I remember looking at the other two missionaries, also beginners, that just arrived in South Africa, and we were worried. And I remember praying. I looked at the spot, and the spot had just a little bit of food left, and I started praying. Started praying, saying, Lord, these kids cannot go home. Hungry. You cannot go home hungry, Lord. The queue just kept on going, because the ones who had eaten and gotten a little bit, they came back for more. I don't know when after that they would eat, so I think that's why they were coming back. And we kept on giving and giving and giving and giving, and the food didn't finish. Like literally right in front of my eyes, the Lord multiplied the food. So I don't know if you're watching this. Sorry for getting a bit emotional, but it's just impossible. If the need is big, the only thing that the Lord needs is you going out there to fulfill that, to make it happen, to spread the news, to hug the needy ones, to come back smelly and dirty. It doesn't matter. It's such an honor. And and I'm so thankful for that story. We actually came back home after giving seconds to more than 100 kids with a little bit of food in that half full pot, believe you or not. This is Yuri Godard, and this is your Bread of Life channel with the new space, Stories of Ministry. Big kiss to you, blessings.